water on the weekend.
It's been an interesting time here on No Other Weekend, but you know what? It's going to be great. It's going to be the same show. If you saw the show from last week on True Chicago Sports, me and Big Z did our thing on True Chicago Sports talking about the terrible Cubs and what they've become and what they've made themselves. And if you want to go back and listen to that, you definitely can. Definitely, you can go check that out. I think it's a great conversation that me and Big Z have. Of course, you know, I went to the White Sox game and the Cubs, and we won, but didn't follow up as much as I wanted that to happen. All right, so hopefully you guys are having a great Memorial Day, having a drink, and always remember, no water on the weekend. You know, it's totally fine. It's great. I know Big Z, JC, and Ivan will be on, I believe, at 8 o'clock or 9. So this is kind of the pre-show before the show actually starts. Was going to do it on Sunday, but I had some things to do on Sunday. I was at the Cubs game. I was at 1914 Club, which was awesome, which was great. You know, eating and drinking as much as I possibly can until I, felt better about everything in the world today that we live in. And, absolutely, I appreciate that applause. Definitely. So we're going to get started with some Steven segments here because you know what? Segments are what we get started with. So let's get started. All right, segment number 1 for Steven segments. What is going on with the city of Chicago as of late? It's summertime, and what I mean by what's going on is kind of things of what's social media has been doing, right? I know there's a lot of great and talented food bloggers that sit in the car and eat and go on social media, go to a restaurant or a mom and pop shop, and, they do their thing, right? I don't understand always positive reviews. I'm kind of curious of why they're always positive. I mean, if there's something that you don't like or you're getting paid for it, I understand that, I think there's been issues before where you have to say paid by advertisement for giving this opinion. But I like to think that, there's some food bloggers here in the city of Chicago that kind of irk me, give me the cringe because of the fact that I don't trust your opinion on what you say because all videos of that you have is positive. And let me clarify, there is a way of saying that something you don't like, but still be professional. Like if you go to a restaurant and you're getting paid to go there to give some advertisement, you could say it in a nice way, I like this, this, and this item, but you know what? I didn't care for this, but maybe someone else will actually like it. But please go check it out, give your own opinion, and I love to hear your feedback on what you did like. Example, super easy. I mean, I don't know where this whole not having an opinion but always being positive on social media of like, go check this out. I would like to hear some negative things. Come on, give me some negative aspects of it where if I'm going to go try something, maybe you could say, no, I don't like it, but go check it out. And maybe I will, right? Everyone's taste is different, right? So, oh man, that's one of my segments I want to talk about. I had it on my chest. Thank you, audience. I really had it on my chest, It's just crazy. Double applause. Here we go.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. All right. Moving on to segment number 2. Chipotle. Chipotle has been in the news a lot lately because of the fact that it's like low portions, big portions. You don't really know what you're getting with them, right? I don't have an issue. I think you get what you get. But you know what? Chipotle wants to get you back, draw you in, right? Chipotle's new crispy chicken Mexican grilled is responsibly raised without antibiotics. So that's what they're saying. So I don't know. Kind of like antibiotics. It's great. Gives it bigger, succulent, kind of thing. Hand cut and juicy. Well, I'm all for it. I mean, I'd try it. Why not? It's Chipotle, why not? It's on the go. Put in a burrito, put in a bowl. I don't know what more to tell you, but it's a huge drop. It's testing the crispy chicken in a burrito, and it's almost like to be a Chick-fil-A kind of burrito. So if you like Chick-fil-A, I definitely don't, but the chicken's too sweet at Chick-fil-A. That's my reason. But if you like it, I love it, right? Go check it out. Go eat what you want. Life's too short. Huge credit to a couple other food beasts and a couple of the people there to confirm that this is a high definite video for a page that they're pushing. And they always mention this of chicken variety. And because of them, Chipotle heard them and gave them the new crispy chicken, which, you know what? Hey, hats out to the people who actually spoke out on it. It's great. Why not? Try new things. Enjoy life. You like it, I love it. Moving on to segment number three, because we have more segments, so we're gonna keep going, right? If it's not for me, it's not for you. But Oreos, Costco Oreos, are made with a totally different recipe. That's right, totally different recipe. And honestly, I can't taste the difference. I tried both. I mean, there's certain things that I could notice and identify. But when it comes to Oreos, I think it just tastes the same. And I'll give you the reason why. Apparently, Costco has inverted sugar 115 milligrams, of sodium and natural flavors versus the original high functioning corn syrup, 130 milligrams sodium and artificial flavors. I mean, if you could taste the difference, that's great. I mean, I honestly, I don't know if you can taste it. That's great, but if you do, let's go. But yeah, so I mean, high functioning corn syrup. I hear it's bad. I don't think it's bad. Well, it is bad, right? It's kind of bad. But that being said, with Oreos and things like that, I really can't taste the difference. I do like Oreos. Oreos are America's cookie, in my opinion. But if you like it, I love it, and we'll go from there, right? All right, moving on to segment 5. You like root beer? That's cool. I'm not a fan, but hey, to each their own, right? Mugs Floats are heading to stores with regular and sugar-free. That is crazy because Squirt needs a sugar-free, in my opinion, because I like to put it with my tequila or, vodka soda, which I'm going to take a sip of because cheers, because it's no on the weekend. It's Monday. You go to work tomorrow. You've probably been drinking all weekend, which I'm proud of you for. If you're staying a little hydrated today, that's understandable, right? Because we go back to work tomorrow. I mean, I do, but maybe you don't. And I'm proud of you if you don't. I'm really excited and jealous at the same time. But let me take a little quick cheers. Getting a little parched here. So, yes, Mug is having having sugar-free and regular zero root beer floats, vanilla flavored. Vanilla floats. Do you like vanilla floats? I don't really know if I like vanilla floats. I really don't. Now that a regular and zero from 12 pack to at least 12-ounce bottle regular, cannot confirm if it's a listing of zero sugar, but it's a 20-ounce bottle that you could actually get it in. This takes Mug's root beer and adds a vanilla cream taste of root beer with some soda foam, and you might even call it a dirty soda in some aspect of it. I've never really had a dirty soda. Had a dirty Shirley before, if you like those. It's an alcoholic beverage. Very delicious, by the way. But yeah, moving on. We're making this fast because this is a pre-show for the big show from True Chicago Sports, and you get all your sports opinions and Cubs stuff. We really don't like White Sox stuff, but Big Z will argue otherwise. But moving on, let's keep it going. All right, 3 days ago, Starbucks came out and said to drop the coconut drink dropping June 16th. So it is a blue, spiritual gives vibes of blue coloring. It's a coconut strawberry with ahi. It's a blue coconut refresher. And then they're comparing it with and adding it to the new toasted coconut cold foam with secret mango flavor. So it's an ice mocha coconut matcha. Say that 3 times twice, or 3 times, as many times as you can say it, because I can't say it that much. Anyway, dropping June 16th. You know what? I'm a coffee, cold brew, black kind of person. So that's kind of how I actually have my coffee. But if you want to try this, be sure to drop in the comments when I post about this that you like it. I love it. Whatever you want to do. I'm not a big fan, but if you like it, go for it. Try it. Let me know. Okay. Here we go. Next segment for Steven Segments. You're a big fan of Hubba Bubba Ain't No Trouble. Hubba Bubba's new flavored sodas, just like the Sour Patch Kids sodas. I've tried that. Sour. Absolutely. It's sour. Not the greatest. But they're bringing the new Hubba Bubba soda flowers. Not flowers, sodas. What am I talking about? Hubba Bubba flavored sodas. All right. So you're going to have a tropical punch, strawberry watermelon, original, and blue raspberry. I think out of all these four, it's coming this summer. Doesn't give a date, but it is coming this summer, and I like to think we're already in summer. But which ones would you try? The tangy tropical, the strawberry watermelon, the original, or the blue raspberry? Right? I don't know. Probably the original, and tangy tropical would be my thing. I don't think I'd try the strawberry watermelon or the blue raspberry. If I get an icy, I'm not getting blue raspberry. I don't know. Blue raspberry is not my thing technically, but I'll get the red, get the cherry. Cherry sounds good, and yeah, why not? All right, so moving on to the last part of this Steven segments here. I'm not a big fan of Bush's beans. I like beans. I like beans. I mean, I really don't care for the first part of the name, but I mean, it doesn't bother me. Whatever. Bush's beans are coming out with 3 different flavors: rock pop baked beans, apple pie baked beans, and dill pickle baked beans. Dill pickle is coming out with a punch here lately, as I've noticed. I don't know if you've noticed. Have you noticed? Do you know about this? Do you hear about this? Bush's dill pickle beans are going to be there, baked there. Of course, all 3 of them are. The rock pop beans seems like it's flavored of the popsicle. I don't know if I'd actually try that one. The apple pie, I don't think so. The dill, actually, I wouldn't try any of these. Let's be honest, guys. I wouldn't try any of these. No, I just regularly like beans. Put them over a campfire and sing the campfire song. I really don't know what more to say about this, but yeah, beans. Stevens beans, even Stevens beans. All right. It's your Steven segments. This is going by super fast, and it's only been 12 minutes. But again, this is the show, the pre-show for true Chicago sports here, and we're going to step in for a little bit of what you're watching. Right? What are you watching? This type of as of late, there's a ton of what you're watching. Right? A lot of good movies coming out. A lot of great movies that I've seen as of late. And I'll go over the one thing that I want to talk about that I want to share some light on, and that's been on my mind for a while now. And I know a lot of us have memories and fond memories of, or even great shows that we've seen of Star Wars, right? The Rebels, Ahsoka. You have great shows, depending on what your franchise is. This movie came out with Mandalorian and Grogu. It's been the talk of the town, the weekend seller, the best thing that I felt like Star Wars hit it on the nail on the head, but there's a lot of backlash on it, right? And prior to that, you had Darth Maul's actual, TV show, right? Animated. It was fantastic, but it's a little dark. And of course, when you look at the Mandalorian and Grogu, you see them as it's a family, 2 parents, a parent and a child, right? A dad and his son. And I think when you're going into this movie, you're not getting Rogue One aspect of it, and you're not probably getting Phantom Menace on it. You're getting a different aspect. And I'll tell you this, it had character development. We know what Mando could do. We know what he could do, but it was nice to see Grogu figure things out. And spoilers alert, if you haven't seen the movie, but I'm letting you know right now, Grogu actually had an idea of how he's supposed to take care of his father, Mando, right? I think that was a great aspect of him figuring it out to go save Mando, because it's always Mando going to save Grogu. But Grogu has, could hold himself together in types of crisis. I think the characters were great. Sigourney Weaver was great. I think she was in the movie, but I wish she was in there a little bit more. But hey, it's Mando and Grogu's kind of movie. Ride of the Hutt. Jeremy White's character, I think, was average. I mean, he hasn't been doing press for it because he's barely in it. I think he has maybe 15 to 20 lines, if that. But at the same time, I didn't feel like it was a movie after a movie. And actually, I'm sorry, after a TV show, after a TV show, after a TV show, I didn't feel that was it. Right. But I mean, in a video game, storytelling, you're getting one thing done and you're moving on, and it connects to the end of the thing. So I don't get that aspect of it, like feeling like a TV show. It felt great to me. I liked the characters. There was comedy, there was seriousness, there was humor. I liked that there was a lot of animals and creatures and things that you got to see. Androids, right? Because when it comes to Mando, there's always the species, there's always this, there's humans. I don't know. I just felt like this is what you're supposed to get when you do watch this movie. Like, I don't know what differently you're supposed to see. Right. But hey, I've seen people on, social media platforms talk about CGI. Now, I'm not one to talk about CGI because I don't know what you're talking about, because not that I don't believe you. I just need to know what I'm looking for, because I honestly, I can't tell. The movie goes so fast unless I break it down and slow it down, maybe. Um, and I'm not questioning that you like, I don't know. I'm asking a question. Like, I need to know what you're seeing that I'm not seeing, because it'll look fine to me, when they're walking. I know Grogu, when he walks, of course, he's got small little feet. Maybe he walks with the force and he's like a little puppeteer going through. But I don't know. I think this movie was actually really great. And I, saw it twice. I thought it was fantastic. I know what I was going into the movie to see. And pretty much, I enjoyed it. And that's my opinion. If you have a different opinion, that's totally fine, right? But it's okay to have a different opinion, and that's what we're here for, and we enjoy each other's company and grow community. But if you didn't like it, you didn't like it, and that's totally fine. All right, let's go. All right, another show that I've been watching is regular show Lost Tapes. Now, I think it's 8 episodes. If you have Hulu, you should be able to watch it all, and it's 8 episodes. It's going to expire in 9 days, I believe, after today. So maybe 8 tomorrow. But it is great. I still laugh. It's a regular show. So it's not anything different, but it is the same. Feels the same. A little different, but it still feels the same, because they still get in trouble, still figure it out. And then Benson's kind of pissed, Yeah. That being said, those are 2 things I've been watching. Love on the Spectrum has been new for me. It's interesting. There's some moments I get a little awkward for them, but overall, it's a great TV show. Nothing against that. I think it's great. Characters are awesome. Family support in there is awesome as well. Let's see here. Pretty much, it's been really relaxed, laying low, playing a lot of Nintendo Switch. I am trying to get my hands on the new Batman game in stores. I kind of want to get in stores the actual game itself. I don't want to do digital, because digital, they could take advantage of your console, your system. I don't know. Do some research behind it. I don't know that much, but all I know is get the actual physical copy if you can. Pokemon cards, I kind of put a halt on that. With prices going up on everything, I'm trying to prioritize that, and with things like that. Going back full circle, be sure to go outside, check it out if you're in the city of Chicago. I know there was a lot of things going on, and enjoy the summer. I'm going to keep doing this next week. I believe Tori from Blue Collar Happy Hour is going to be on next week. Maybe talk a little bit more Mando. I know it broke 160 million in box office for this weekend domestically. I want to get his take on it probably for next week. We'll probably go hand in hand and talk about that. Probably be on his show. Yeah, I know he's been doing a lot of wrestling, but yeah, quick and easy show. It's been 18 minutes. I mean, there's not much more to talk about. It's pretty quick and interesting when it's just me and doing a talk show host. But that being said, let's have a great weekend. I know it's Memorial Day weekend, so you're probably not going to be on, but be sure to tune into True Chicago Sports, where the media is always right. And always remember, no more on the weekend. Let's go. We'll see you next week. I think it'll be longer than 18 minutes, but yeah, I've been speeding through it. So I'm alive, I'm back, and we'll see you next week for another great show.